Hey y'all, what's up? Mama Tisi's in the house. How you doing? I've been just kind of celebrating a little bit too long, enjoying that I have reached this new plateau in my life. It was a celebration of life. I don't honor that pagan stuff. So yeah, I reached 6-0. And my son threw a big old cookout for me. It was so nice. We had so much fun yesterday. And I know, I had to wait a week because he had to get the day off and the appropriate day and all that. So, but it was fine. And we had a good time. And, oh, did we have so much fun. And some of the most best salt of the earth, good, close, dear, loved ones of mine were there. And we enjoyed our company. It was lovely. And we talked and covered on so many subjects. It was just so refreshing for us to all get together and enjoy one another's company. So, yes, I reached the big 6-0. I'm grateful. I'm thankful to still be here. So many people talking about, you so young looking. You don't look 60. Da, 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 da. Yeah, well, listen, hey, let me not say that. Listen, my mama won many beauty pageants. We Caribbean and mixture with my daddy was Seminole and from Florida and Black American mixed with the different types of Indian tribes and stuff like that. And what can I say? Mama won some beauty pageants and she was a twin and we were in sync with each other. But like many of the videos that I've put up about the aging thing, when you come into the 5D higher consciousness, you decluttered. And so you start reflecting all that. I'm not saying I look so young and all that. Yeah, I put on a little makeup with the filter. But the majority of the time, I don't put all that stuff on me. And I do the holistic stuff, so I don't operate in that. But there's days I don't feel good because of the health issues I have with my heart and stuff. So I'm not always looking so peaked. But but yeah, it was amazing to hear people keep saying, no way, no way. They was actually wanting to see my birth certificate and everything. I was laughing. But anyway, listen, that you can have that too. And more than likely, what is being said is if you're a chosen one, you more than likely have that same gift because your little light of mine is gonna shine. And as you shine and shine and shine, the light being that you are going to emit a youthfulness about you. You probably heard it all your life like I did. You don't look your age. So, many times when I was young, I got into trouble because I didn't act my age, if you know what I'm saying. So, but mama acted her age now a little bit. Anywho, what I want to talk to y'all about today is all stuff going on about how the 19 is coming back, but a different strain. It's already back. They said it's here in the U.S. My boy Lewis, who has his page on Y2B, his name is Grand Supreme News. His handle he goes by. He has a new video he put out that's titled Bad News. If you get a chance to watch it, I just reposted a few videos on Talk that people have those same news clippings he got from the news, saying how that lady Hubbard or whatever her name is spoke out against it. Not against it, but she said that anybody that spoke against it, the mandates that were put in place in 2020 regarding that thing, I can't say. I don't want to say what it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about, deceit. If you spoke against it at any time, that the Biden administration back then, in 2020-ish on, had marked you in a book with the NSA as being a terrorist extremist. And so what they going to do with them people that they trying to label? You know how many millions of people were against that and spoke against that? And any of us that made videos and posted material or wrote things on other social media sites against it because of their children or whatever reason it may be, you're labeled that an extremist? A terrorist? Another excuse to come after looking for them chosen ones, don't you think? That's what I see. But my question is more importantly to you and for me and you. Are you going to stand 10 toes down now in knowing who you are? You've come into the acceptance and knowledge that you're fulfilling a great purpose being a chosen one. That the Most High has a purpose over your life. Are you going to backtrack and stick in that 3D and operate in fear like Peter did when he denied Christ, even knowing him 3 times out of fear? He was forgiven after that, but in his fear, he denied even knowing him. And he was forgiven after that, yes, but he lost his faith because he was afraid what they was going to do to him. These are the times that we are looking at that are approaching vastly. It's gonna come a point in time where you being chosen for and for whatever reason they find on you, anything you said or did or posted or whatever, you may get confronted. You may even have to face some really harsh stuff. Are you gonna back off of that? Or are you gonna stand 10 toes down in who you are and what you've become? That you've transitioned into, that you've transformed into with all this shifting? Are you operating in the true highest consciousness you're supposed to be? You got to declutter all them chakras and trust that the Most High got your back. He got you. Trust me, he got you. And what you really need to know, first and foremost, like that last couple videos I did, one on death, do not fear death. This world is temporary. They don't want you to know that. This world is temporary. And all this stuff I see people putting out there now about, oh, the true Akashic records say that when you die, the archons come for you and they force you to get reincarnated and all stuff, and you're stuck. There's no way. You're never going to go to heaven. That is a lie. And I said in my video what you can do to defeat them. You operate in the true light, and you don't accept nothing but the true light. And that's the light that you say, I'm not following any false lights. I'm here for the true light. And I'm going into the true light. I don't need any guides. I tell you what to do. You just go watch that video. But it's not just that. That fear mongering, what just been put in your mind is an intention. When an intention is set in your mind and an affirmation set in your mind, you live your life based on that. So you set the own intention. All the upbringing that we've ever had, when they told us and taught us since you were born to death what hell is. What image do you have in your head of what hell is going to be like? What is hell? You know how much you've sinned in your life, whether you've been a good person or a bad person, or if you deserve to go to hell or not. So you've already formed in your mind. You've made an opinion based on all the information they presented to you with mind control. What you've learned in school, what you've learned in church, what you've learned from other people about hell and what it looks like, what it's going to smell like, what it's going to be like, where it is, how it's described. Who gave you that information? Did you just come with it on your own? Because when it comes time for you to pass on, you can physically, tangibly, in the spiritual realm, send yourself to that horrible place. If you really, truly believe that you deserve that, because that's what they told you, you're going to succumb to your sins. The Most High is not out to punish you. Joel 2:13. He's out to restore you. This is a learning environment. Earth is a learning school. It's a transition, temporary setting for you to get up to the next plane of existence, the spiritual realm. I'm telling you it is, and you may not want to believe that, but it is a learning school. The Most High does not want you to go to hell. He does not want anyone to go there. And it's all what you form in your mind. So you have to form in your mind, I'm going up there with the Most High in the heavenly realms. I'm going to see my deceased ones. I'm going to get them out of there. I'm repenting for all our souls to be saved, and we're going to raise up and get up out of here and live in the great eternal happiness of the way it's supposed to be. Don't be succumb to all this fear mongering that's going on. Stand 10 toes down. Yahushua Mashiach told us, if you're being persecuted, it's because I was persecuted. They did it to me, so they're going to do it to you. But do not fear. The promises that the Most High has for you for the eternal is the best you'll ever get. And what are your other choices? Being stuck in this 3D mess? You don't want that. Trust me. I'm already operating in higher consciousness as many of the other chosen ones that I work with here. And we know. We don't fear. We're not operating in that fear. I'm telling you, the fear is they're going to turn up the heat on the chaos and the fear more and more and more. I can't tell you how soon all this stuff is going down, but they already said there's a high number of cases in the United States, and they doing this and they doing that. So yeah, you can try to get yourselves ready for it. But what you really need to get ready for is the Most High. And that's when I'm going to refer to this book once more. The Third Testament. You can get this book on Amazon or on eBay. And this book is a guide. You don't have to chapter by chapter and get all the reading in. But I'm telling you, it's got 4 sections. It's all on compilations put together. So that last section on Mary, I'm not into that one. But I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. Now, I'm going to go on into a part 2 because I got some more to tell you about this. And what that dude from Gaia, his page talks about how this is truly the mark of the beast. And that you need to know that because you've accepted it, and we use it for good though. So let's get into that next. I'll see you in the next video.